This is what happens when you find a way to spin mercury into a donut. If you take liquid mercury, put it into a torus-shaped container, and use an electromagnet to spin the fluid to 60,000 RPM, you get anti-gravity properties.
I'm sure you've seen this video of the sun by now. It's been going viral and blowing people's minds because they cannot comprehend what is going on right here. But let me tell you what I've learned from my years of rigorous research into this subject. The reason why the sun looks like a giant organism is because it is.
Yo, what's good, and welcome back to another episode of JtaliReacts, bringing you the highest vibrations on YouTube. Oh my god, my dog scared the shit out of me. I thought it was a shadow person. I'm gonna leave that in, but oh my god, that scared me. What are you doing, Luna? Yo, welcome back to another episode of JtaliReacts, bringing you the highest vibrations on YouTube. I got a dope video lined up for you today, bringing you the craziest TikToks I could find. And not just TikToks. I also added in some Instagram reels if you're into that kind of thing. But let's jump right into the video. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with somebody who might enjoy it.
Watch this.
How many almonds are right along this row? Six. How many are along the back here?
Six.
How many on this side?
Six.
How many along the top?
Six.
And how many in the middle?
Four.
Right. Okay, so check this out. This is crazy. So if you take one, move it here.
Okay.
Take this one, move it here. How many are along the side now?
Six.
How many along this one?
Six.
And this side?
Six.
And the front?
Six.
But there's only three in the middle now.
Yeah.
Weird. So look, try this one more time. If you take this one, put it here.
Seven.
Take this one, move it here.
But it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Six along the front. How many on this side? How many on this side?
And six.
And six. Right?
No!
There's only two in the middle.
That does not make sense.
So look, if you move this one here, move this one here. Now how many along this way?
Six.
How many here?
Six.
How many here?
Six.
How many along the front?
Six. What?
There's only one here.
Okay.
Okay, now we get
All right, so now look. Look, if you take this one,
Okay.
it goes here, and this one moves here. How many along this side?
Six.
What?
How many along this side?
Six.
How many on this side?
What the
How many on this
heck,
side? There's
Evan?
zero in the middle.
I
is
don't
that?
understand. Is it like an illusion?
Am I tripping, or does that make sense? That makes no sense, right? Because even if he was moving the spots in the boxes, I don't know, this blows my mind. I figured we'd start with the mind bender. Here we go.
When they launch this fake alien invasion, everybody gonna swear it's real. You know why? Because people don't know that the sky is CGI technology. I've been telling y'all this. That's not your real sky. See the sky behind me? That same sky up there.
That's AI. But it's hilarious. Little vibration raiser right there.
For the videos that been getting. If I say Israel, you gotta pay me a certain price. If I say Zionist, you pay me a certain price. If I say Zionist,
Wow.
Israel, and Jewish, that's the big three, I get paid for that.
What?
Right. Same as always.
I used to love this
just keep doing
dude.
the same thing.
Damn.
Zionist, Israel, Jewish, you pay me. No problem. If I do what if I do a watermelon emoji and if I say something about fuck Palestine? If I say fuck Palestine,
Who is he
on
talking
camera.
to?
Okay, you're gonna give me more. Okay, cool. Fucking film me.
Damn.
This one's in Thailand.
I've been to Thailand before.
Have you?
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful.
What comes with the island?
There's a small villa there. You could practically build what you want.
There's building things.
Yeah, there's
Do the islands come with the children, or the children?
this island does have a small school. There are children.
Okay, so I don't know if that was a stupid.
Yeah,
What countries are near to abduct them from?
Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam,
Philippines.
The Philippines. Of course. The Filipinos, you know, if they're not being a nurse, they're being your crew. Okay, so. True. Yeah. So.
What age ranges?
Below 10, I don't really.
What the?
Anyway, my grandfather Joe Biden does have a twin, and that twin is currently pretending to be Joe Biden in the White House. So, unfortunately, my grandfather Joe Biden passed away about 4 years ago. But, you know, he had built up this really long political career, and my family still wanted to have a bit of power in the U.S. government, so we just replaced Joe with his twin brother, Bo.
So was Joe Biden switched out with his twin brother, or was a robot used to fool the public? You decide.
He does look like a robot.
How the hell can we describe what is happening here? Here you have what looks like a man holding a remote control.
115 and hold steady. All right. It didn't blow up yet. Oh, by the way, meet the aerial film crew. I just thought this was a cool shot. Oh, yeah, I'm getting shocked right now. This time I just used the electroscope as a quick voltage check. Woo! Now that's a few thousand volts right there. All right, let's see if there's enough current to make this Franklin bell work. Oh, dude! Freaking working, buddy!
Damn.
Yeah! It's a really cool process. The aerial wire places a positive charge on this can, which then influences the foil ball to deliver electrons from the grounded can, which is directly connected to Earth. The clouds finally opened up, so I connected up the corona motor. Like before, one side was connected to ground, while the other was attached to the aerial wire. And after just a few seconds, hey, she's spinning! This is just remarkable. It never really spun that fast, but I just sat and enjoyed the miracle. I mean, I quite literally was siphoning energy straight from the atmosphere. This motor was operating off of several kilovolts, which you could actually hear if you stopped the motor and brought your finger near the aerial wire. That's the sound of coronal discharge. Not long after, the wind started picking up.
That's crazy. I wonder if that works.
That. Why our governments cannot do that in our houses? That is my question, real bro. Like, this guy is from, I don't know where he's from, and he's building that. And it's really easy, and that teaches us that we can create energy out of magnets. Magnets, bro, are really powerful. They have energy inside them 24/7. You understand? 24/7 magnets inside. I'm telling you, this is the alternative to free energy.
I wonder if this is
real.
real.
They do have that stuff in their labs.
Let me know if you want me to do a video trying this.
They're not gonna share with us. That is why I am teaching you how to build that. Alright? I am teaching you how to build it.
Well, you're not, but thank you for the info.
Free energy out of nothing, out of magnets. It is connected to nowhere. Look. Bro. Comment link. And
I don't know if I buy it. This is the teaching that
The Truman Show hides in plain sight.
What the fuck? Nah, you don't
Wow.
find this suspicious? Come on, be down this rabbit
He's
hole.
produced
Truman's
like
awakening
30
begins when a
movies,
star
though.
labeled Sirius falls from the sky between two pillars. Then there's the dome, the staircase, the all-seeing eye, and the grand architect. One of the Rothschilds was even a producer on the film.
Why?
So the question is, what message is being encoded here? First, we need to understand Gnosticism. In Gnostic cosmology, the material world isn't created by the true God.
What?
Instead, it's a prison created by a false deity called the Demiurge.
The what? A dragon?
According to this belief, the Demiurge traps divine souls in matter, keeping
Like
them
this?
ignorant through deception and control. The uninitiated live in ignorance, controlled by false narratives and false gods.
False
A
gods
fabricated
is
dome
crazy.
world. He's kept ignorant of true reality. In Gnostic terms, he represents the divine spark trapped in matter.
Does he?
Christoph, meaning of Christ, sits in a lunar command center, controlling everything like a god. He believes he's benevolent and is giving Truman a chance to live a good life. The demiurge also believes his prison is paradise. She's the one trying to wake Truman up, breaking the rules to tell him that his world isn't real and he has to get out. Then there's Marlin, his best friend who appears with beer every time Truman questions reality. In Gnosticism, the Archons use intoxication and distraction to keep souls asleep and compliant. Truman's journey to break through the dome is the journey from illusion to reality. Another symbol used in The Truman Show is one we have all become much too familiar with. It's the Eye of Horus from ancient Egypt. It's the third eye of enlightenment, the pineal gland. It's the eye that looks at you through your phone's camera. And of course what appears on the back of the dollar bill. Truman's programmed fear is water. His father's staged drowning was created to keep him imprisoned. And what must he do to escape? Sail into Kristoff's storm and experience the drowning he was programmed to fear, a symbolic death and rebirth. After his baptism into the mystery schools, he ascends the Freemasonic staircase of enlightenment.
This is what the elite believe, by the way.
There's 16 total steps, but they are reflected in the water below.
He comes to the wall.
As above,
32.
so below. And that makes it 32 steps, with his final step out of the door being the 33rd.
Like the 33rd Mason.
One more layer we need to talk about. You.
Follow me for part 2.
Yo, so as a kid, I was always like, the Truman Show is a possibility, but I was like, there's not cameras anywhere. They're not watching us. But now, there's cameras everywhere. What if aliens are just like throwing us on cable? I'm going to watch JTali tonight. Be sure to subscribe. The aliens are.
We want to go from New Zealand to Argentina, which is right about here. And it's a direct path. Can definitely make it in one shot. So let's see what Google Flights has to say. Auckland to Argentina. Just making up a date here. Explore. Okay, now we're going to select Buenos Aires.
This is crazy, though.
Let's go ahead and select the first flight. Here are our options. Okay, so on United, we have Auckland going to San Francisco to Houston, finally into Buenos Aires. But why? That seems like a waste of gas to go from Auckland all the way to San Francisco, over to Texas, and then all the way down to Argentina. Okay, now hear me out. Let's see what the flat earth model depicts. You just have to see this for yourself. Look at this. So this is New Zealand.
This trips me out.
Aha, San Francisco, Houston, down to Argentina. You would not be able to make it on one take. We want to go from New.
It's got to be flat, bro.
Our true skin color is green, not brown. We are brown because we lost the 12th element called magnesium, and that magnesium was replaced with iron, so we rusted from green to brown. Our body is made up of 70% water. When you mix iron with the water and oxygen, you get the color brown, which is rust. This is why most cultures depict their deity as having green skin, such as Osiris and Ptah, and blue skin, as you see Krishna. Most Nubian babies are also born with green Mongolian spots. Our blood was also green, chlorophyll, which is why we have green veins. And if you place a ring on your finger and cut off the oxygen, your finger is going to be green, which tells you that our true skin color is green.
That's crazy.
Our cells also contain a pigmentation called chromatophore. Chromatophore gave us the ability to change color and camouflage into any environment and hide from predators, just like lizards and reptiles do. So as the planet Earth was growing, everything was alive, and our skin was green. Our blood was chlorophyll. There was no dying or death or diseases because everything was alive. There were no poisonous plants until 36 million years after, because we were not born to die. We were born to grow and expand our consciousness and grow into many suns and travel beyond the stars, becoming one with all.
It's going forward, right? Like, towards us. Oh, now it looks like it's going away from us. Now it's going forward. forward or back? I like stuff like that.
Does anyone else find this a little concerning? If we are on a supposed globe, this has never happened. This flight from Taiwan to Los Angeles, there's an emergency along the way and needed to land the plane as quickly as possible. Why in the world would they land all the way up there in Alaska? If we are on a supposed globe, Hawaii is just right there. Oh, I get it now. Taiwan to Los Angeles, Alaska is right on the way.
That flat earth.
This flight from Argentina to India, emergency happened along the way, so they stopped all the way up in Amsterdam. Like, why didn't they go straight across? Oh wait, they did. Argentina to India, Amsterdam is along the way. Now this one will really make you scratch your head. This flight from Auckland to Peru, emergency happened along the way, so they landed in Los Angeles, passing the equator. Like, why would you pass the equator when you could have just went straight across? Makes sense. Auckland to Peru, Los Angeles is along the way. Guys, I could do this all day. Flight pass proves that the earth is flat. But send this to somebody that needs to see this. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about these flight pass. But if you haven't followed me, follow me so you never miss a video. Like always, God bless. Peace.
Flight pass are like the first clue that led me into going down the flat earth rabbit hole, because nobody really knows, right? Unless you work for NASA, you might know. But the flight path thing just doesn't make sense. And that's really what made me start digging. And the more I dug, yeah, if you know, you know.
This is what happens when you find a way to spin mercury into a donut. If you take liquid mercury, put it into a torus-shaped container and use an electromagnet to spin the fluid to 60,000 RPM, you get anti-gravity properties. Hit me up if you try this.
I want to try that. Is that why they get rid of mercury thermometers?
Homer Simpson was able to figure out the calculation for the mass of the Higgs boson particle, aka the God particle, 14 years before CERN did.
How the f is that possible?
Equation was worth $13.5 billion. So, is everything a stage? I don't even know anymore, but this is my driver. Are you kidding me? This is the particle accelerator that they're building in CERN, for context. And you just casually put that in a cartoon, you know, something just doesn't make sense there.
Does that make sense
whatever.
to you? Put it in the comments. It's crazy. There's no way that works. But it could. I'm gonna try one of these, and on my next video, I'll post it.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God!
It can't be that easy. This dude was getting crop circles and he saw this. Whoa. Bro, imagine seeing that in your backyard.
I'm sure you've seen this video of the sun by now. It's been going viral and blowing people's minds because they cannot comprehend what is going on right here. But let me tell you what I've learned from my years of vigorous research into this subject. The reason why the sun looks like a giant organism is because it is a portal in the sky where all of our souls go through and land on Earth to inhabit a human body.
Damn.
That's why you see all these little things flying all around it as if there's a magnetic pulse bouncing each other off of them. If you see that right on the edge, it looks like magnetism.
Is that why they say go to the light?
What these are souls. They're actually sperm. So there's sperm flying in the sun through it because it acts as a portal. So it's sperm. We are a sperm that has just grown, and that's what our spine looks like. And I'll show you a photo of this very soon. But you have to know that when you look at these things with your own eyes, and you're not being told on TV what the sun is actually doing in this specific instance, if you get a telescope yourself and you see it for yourself, you will soon realize that there's actually something else going on. Okay, now I couldn't get a higher resolution photo, but this is it. See our brain and our spine? It's literally the same thing as our sperm, and that's all that our soul is. It's not some like astral ghost-like thing that is outside of us. It's literally just our spine, and this is where all of our cerebral spine fluid is located, which is our life force. But we always end up spilling it out into our semen and our ejaculate. So we're not actually supposed to do that because it is our entire life force and it exists in our spine. But if we push it down to the bottom chakras and then release it, it's gone, and this is why we die. But if you don't do that, you get to live for at least 1,000 years or even forever.
Damn!
So we have all the tools within us, but no one wants to even look within themselves because all they see is evil and darkness, because they've never fought a day in their life because they're cowards to bring that darkness, to defeat it and cast it outside of yourself. You're supposed to actually have your life force go back up into the brain and then into the pituitary gland, which regenerates all your cells in your human body. So I hope you learned something here. I don't know how many of you guys will actually believe it. Just gonna go back to watching brain rot on TikTok and whatever on TV. But yeah, this is what I've been researching, and I've been really interested in this lately.
Theory. What if that's the reason they push sex on us at a young age, like sex ed and all these things, and then in movies and music? Because what if you never had sex, or if you only had sex like once, how long would you live? But that can't be true. There's got to be a lot of people who have never had sex that die, right? That die early or young. Like kids die, but I don't know. It's a good theory. It's crazy. I've never heard that before. More Joe Biden stuff. He does look like a robot. That's the same face, bro. He does look like a robot. That last one was fake, though. That could be on a string. I had a magic trick as a kid, and it was a little black string, and it was really thin, and you couldn't do that, though. What do you think? Telekinesis, real or fake? I have a friend, he can like use his mind to like spin a straw, and he said sometimes he can only push it and sometimes he can only pull it. So I think it's possible. Shout out, PJ. Paris? Damn, you couldn't do that with it, though. He must really be able to do it. That's crazy. I love stuff like that.
Can I blow your mind right now?
Blow it.
Okay. If the center of the Earth is hot, why is the bottom of the ocean cold? Right, let that sink in. So you're closer to the source of the Earth's heat, but the water is colder. It doesn't make sense. So Chris and I were talking about this because we were flying to see our sister last summer, and we're going over the ocean. And I said, make it make sense, Chris. Scientists expect us to believe that the center of the Earth is 100% pure lava, which is liquid fire. You can look this up. So shouldn't the bottom of the ocean be boiling water? Well, it's not. It's cold water. So there's only one explanation for this. There's only one explanation. And that is that the center of the Earth is actually frozen. And if this is a hard thing to believe, you just have to look to the evidence. And who gives us the evidence? The same scientists that try to tell us that the center of the Earth is hot. Okay, so if you really want to go down this rabbit hole with me, ask yourself why 50% of scientists say that the dinosaurs were killed by the Ice Age, and the other 50% say it was because of volcanic eruptions. Well, if the center of the Earth is frozen, what comes out of a volcano? I think you know where I'm going with this.
That is a good point, because where does the magma come from for a volcano? There's no way. Bull. I'm trying. I'll try that one. Okay. Check out the next video. I'll try it. Be sure to follow so you don't forget. But yes, next video, I will try that experiment and you will know for sure if it works. And that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If not, I hope it was entertaining. As always, thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe. The next episode I air, I'm going to try the onion experiment and we'll see if 2 onions can produce enough electricity to power a cell phone. Other than that, I'm JTali. This is JtaliReacts, and we out.
Jtali. I manifest. Want it, I see it, I got it, I get it, no question. I manifest. They send me protection from all of these hitters. They stealing my blessings like